If you're looking for a review on the Canon G4210, stay tuned because that's what we're going to be doing today. Hey YouTube, what is going on? Brandon here with Best Printers at bestprinterstech.com. Today we're going to be reviewing the Canon G4210. Basically, we're going to be unboxing it, taking it out of the box, taking a look at the functionality, and also printing with it, installing the ink, and then just different aspects about the printer. I'll also be writing a blog on my website, bestprinterstech.com. Mainly what will be covered in this video is just the general setup and review of this printer. If you wanted a more in-depth video on the ink installation, there's going to be a separate video for that, as well as a separate video for the print quality test, where I'm going to use this printer to print so you can hear how it sounds. I'll be printing on regular photo paper, so that'll give you a good idea of the quality, how it prints with photos, with glossy paper, and then a regular document as well. So that is always really helpful to be able to see that. Make sure to check out some of the other videos on my channel. There's some other printers that I've reviewed, and again, there are going to be 2 or 3 other videos specifically on this printer, different aspects of it. Now, if you could stay tuned throughout this whole video, if you're really interested in this printer, I am going to be providing a link in the description below if you wanted to purchase it at any time. It's available in the US, Canada, and Europe. If this video ends up being helpful to you, please make sure to like. And if you have any questions at all about the printer, go ahead and comment below as well. Also subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Alright guys, that's all I have for now, so without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, here we go, and this is one of the newer Canon Mega Tank models. It comes with a lineup of about 3 or 4 printers. As you see there, you do get 3 bottles of black ink, which makes this very much worth the money, along with some color and some other of the other things that you're going to be needing. A CD to install the driver, some cables, including your power cable, and then you've got a setup here with where you're going to have these cartridges or print heads right there in the middle that you're going to be installing. So this is a different mechanism than some of the other printers on the market, but you are going to get 30 times more with this ink rather than regular cartridges. Also, you're going to be able to print about 6,000 pages black and 7,000 color. So that 6,000 with this package, you can actually times that by 3. You're going to be able to do air printing. And this is a printer that is similar, very similar to the Canon TR4520. Now the difference in price, because of the Mega Tanks. Basically, this is a new mechanism where you're going to get more ink. It's going to be cheaper for you to print. So we're going to be looking into that, but we're also going to be looking at the technology of this printer. And as you can see here, there's really no upgrade. There's no LCD screen. You've got a very basic screen that gives you basic information. A lot of the newer printers have touchscreen nowadays. But those are the 2 cartridges / print heads that I was talking about. And this is how we're going to be installing them. It's basically you're going to be lifting up the top of the printer, and you're going to be unlatching that piece there. And you can watch here as I do this, but I did want to mention that you are going to want to make sure, along with this video, if you're setting up, to use your manual. I mean, it's just a lot of the information is going to be there, and mainly I say that because there's 2 ways to set up this printer. You can set it up via your smartphone, your computer, or wirelessly. Now, I was able to do it from my MacBook, with the USB cable to the printer. That was the easiest way for me to do it. The initial setup, then from there you can connect it wirelessly or through your phone. But really just make sure to take a look at that guide. So you have a C and B, C for color, B for black, and these cartridges / print head again have the label on them, C and B, so you're going to want to make sure that they're in the right place, and you're going to want to take off all of the plastic that's on there. Once that is removed, you place them down in there, make sure that they're in place. You're going to push that down, and then you're going to push down the button for black and color to make sure that they're installed properly. At this point, it's going to say cartridge returned on the screen, and you can move on to installing the ink. Now, I will leave links in the description below for videos, one of them being ink installation for this printer. I don't want to take too much time on that here in this video. I'll show you how to install black quickly here. But I do have a separate video. I go a little bit more in depth. Basically, you don't just flip up the bottle and let it drip down. You are going to have to squeeze the bottle to get the ink in there. That's as basic as I'm going to get here. And like I said, there will be a different section for that. Also, there will be a video for the print quality. You're going to be able to see how this printer prints on regular and photo paper. And then you're going to be able to hear how it sounds. If you were interested in that, check the links in the description below under videos. And I'll also leave a link for some cheaper remanufactured version of this ink. If you're already saving money on it, which is what Canon claims, you'll save even more money with the link I'm going to provide for you as well. Quickly, I am going to insert an ad here. This is for the printhead cleaning kit. If you're having issues printing, stay tuned for this ad, but also stay tuned for the rest of the video. If you are having issues printing, let me have your attention. There's a way for you to save money by fixing your printer yourself. If you can't print a certain color, your prints are faded, or you can't print at all, the solution is the Best Printers Cleaning Kit. This kit has been used to fix hundreds of printers and has saved consumers hundreds in saved printers and printer ink. This kit is also compatible with most printers. There's a link in the description below. Go ahead and get yours now. We guarantee you will be satisfied with the results or your money back. If you get yours now with Amazon Prime, you can have it within a few days and be back to printing again without spending hundreds. This is the best option. You're just one click away. Okay, and here you have your guide. Like I said, you're going to want to go through this to set it up. But one of the things I will recommend is that you download, if you have a smartphone, the Canon printing app, which I'm going to pull up right now on my phone. This is going to allow you to print directly from your smartphone. If you're interested in this, there are also instructions for this in the guide. Again, I won't go too much into this either, but I will leave that information for you and kind of give you a way to search that out. So the A to B cable you can connect on the back. You have some other connections as well, but this is how I was able to connect to my computer. This is how I chose to do it. This is not the only way you can do it, but I'm gonna leave this in the description below as well, just for your information. The RayQ extension, if you have a MacBook, the newer one, that's the only way you're gonna be able to really connect to this, aside from wirelessly. So just look through the manual. You're really gonna have to decide how you end up connecting, which ways you want to print. I can't choose that for you. You got to choose yourself. But as you see here, you got a lot of the main functionality that you would have in basically any other printer. You got wireless LAN setup. You have fax on this printer. The one thing you don't have here is double-sided printing. No double-sided printing. You have a flatbed scanner, you have a top paper tray, and you have a back paper tray. So this is really on a very basic level. You don't have any of the fancy things here. It's what you're paying for mainly is you're going to be able to print a lot because of the cheap ink, the mechanism, the mega tank. That's really what you're buying here. In my opinion, there's really no other reason to buy this printer, because this is just a different version of a $50 TR4520. If you want to look that up, you'll see what I'm talking about. But if you are used to this setup already, this type of printer, you've had one before, this is going to be a good setup for you, because you're going to be able to print 30 times more. That's a lot. So they're reducing the price of ink, which is great for the consumer, of course. But if you're talking about technology updates and you want the newest system, you want the newest updates that are coming out on, let's say, the Epson Eco Tanks, you're not going to find that here. This is going to be the basics of what you really need in a printer. A light load of printing. You're not going to be able to print have 500 pages in a paper tray, but you do have all the essentials. Like I said, here's the fax line you can connect the phone line to. You got your A to B cable. And that's basically it. I don't really recommend this printer for photos either. You'll see if you go to my print quality test video. It doesn't do that great with photos, but if you're just a student or someone that has a small business or a small office that's printing, from time to time, but you also want to save money on ink, and you want to have this printer because of that reason, this is a great printer for you. Alright, so if there's anything I didn't go into, please check that link. It's the very first one for this printer.
If you have any questions at all, comment below. I'll do my best to get to you. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.